Jim and Sue have done a lot of work on their house and spent a lot of money. With twin girls heading off to college this fall, it's going to be twice the price. So, the question is, do they have enough equity in their home to pay for tuition? So obviously, you have spent a lot of money on your house.
Yes.
Right?
We have.
Yeah.
And I can imagine raising two twin girls wouldn't be cheap either.
No,
No?
it's not. No, especially girls.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Everything is the same expense twice every time, whatever it is.
With the girls going off to college next year, how much is that going to cost?
About $24,000 a year for the two of them.
Okay, where's that money going to come from?
We're hoping with everything that we've done to the house that we've put in enough equity to bring enough out to help them with their college costs.
What did you pay for your house?
About $197,000.
So how much do you have in your house?
About $313,000 with what we paid for it and what we've put into it.
What they've put into it includes a completely new kitchen, a basement redo with a home theater, and an expanded laundry room.
There's some concern that we may have put the value of the house at the top of the market for this neighborhood.
Anybody's house sold in the neighborhood recently?
The house right next door to us sold for $330,000.
That's about what you have in your house right now. What if the real estate agent at the end of the day says, hey, you've topped out for this market?
Well, I guess we'll have to help the girls out with student loans or second job.
Yeah, because with 4 years of school for both girls, we're talking about $100,000. And you've got about, what, $313,000 into this house. So it would have to be $100,000 more than that to get a good loan.
Right.
You know, when sellers come to us, they a lot of times have a bank appraisal or an inspection appraisal, and they'll think this is what their home is worth. And in reality, a home is worth what a buyer is willing to pay for it in a given market. This is a great area, a good family area, close to good schools, restaurants, shopping, things that buyers are looking for.
What do you think about this space here, huh?
This is fabulous. I've probably seen half the kitchens in this neighborhood, and I can tell you this is probably the nicest kitchen I've seen.
So $65,000 is what you see here.
I would guess they probably would have to have put $120,000, $130,000 into this.
How they do it? $25,000 on the cabinets. They put them in themselves. This right here, the granite, $6,500. The new appliances, all matching. I bet you like that.
Yeah.
$6,700.
Wow. That's impressive.
Plus, you're standing on radiant heating. They did this work themselves also for $1,000.
Wow. We love that in Minnesota.
From the bank's perspective, would this actually increase the actual equity that they would have in their house?
Definitely. $65,000, they're going to do very well.
When they remodeled and expanded the kitchen, Jim and Sue turned their formal living room into a dining room.
Since they no longer have the formal living room, what would we call this space?
This would just be a family room. It would need to have a wall and probably a smaller door to be considered a formal space.
So how does it affect the value that this is not a formal living room?
You know, I'm not really concerned about that because in this price range, people are not looking for formal spaces anymore. We like kind of the casual living, the open floor plans. This is the all-important garage.
The three-car
garage. The three-car garage.
Is that a big deal?
This
Does that
is
help
big.
The value? How much does that help the value from a two-car?
You know, in this neighborhood, they're going to be looking for a three-car garage, so I would estimate about $10,000 in this area.
Why?
Well, pretty much half the state has a boat in Minnesota.
All the lakes?
Exactly.
Back inside, we check out the other major improvement to the house, the home theater in the basement.
Is it over the top?
This is over the top for this neighborhood. This is something we'd see in a $1 million home, which is a concern to me.
Would this help the value if you're looking for an equity loan? Because they have two girls going off to college.
A bank is not going to look at the equipment cost necessarily involved in this room, but just looking at the high-end equipment that they've used might be a little bit of a problem as far as equity from the bank.
So you've seen a lot. Have you seen enough to come up with a number?
I think I have. I have a good figure in mind.
But is that number a plus or a minus? And will mom and dad be able to kick in for college, or will they learn a tough lesson?
Ooh, okay, I don't like the way all that sounds. Well, we have really enjoyed going through your house, appreciating all the work you've done here. What'd you pay initially?
$197,000.
Right. So we're at about $313,000 is what you have in it.
Right.
Now they really need to know that this house is worth more than that because they have 2 girls that are going off to college and they need a loan. What'd you think of it?
I love what you did to the house. The kitchen is one of my favorite areas. I'm a little concerned you maybe overspent for this area on the house, but I understand that you did do most of the labor yourselves, but this is going to shine compared to other kitchens in the area. My concern in the media room is that you may overspend just a little bit on the equipment there. That's real high-end equipment. You might not reap your benefit as far as that equipment is concerned. They've got a home next door that's sold for considerably less, but they do have more square footage here. So overall, we're going to be at the top price point probably in this neighborhood, which is a negative.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. I don't think they can take it anymore. So are you ready to know what your house is worth?
Yes.
To pay that tuition, Jim and Sue need a profit of almost $100,000. So the magic number is $413,000.
If we were to sell this house today, it's probably worth about $430,000 to $435,000.
Yeah, good. The girls are going to college.
$430,000 minus what they've already put into the house gives Jim and Sue a profit of $117,000.
That's over and above what you would need for 4 years.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You have a great home.